couple surprises for you, so let me welcome to the stage Mark Ruffalo! Sports teams, dude. Come on. We're going to talk about the Avengers. I have soiled myself just slightly. That was amazing. You guys, congratulations on the Avengers. Kevin, from Marvel, this is an enormous undertaking. You guys have been planning this for years and plotting this for, you know, how's that process been for you?
I think we first brought it up at another Comic-Con in 2006, that we were planned on making an Iron Man movie and another Hulk movie and a Thor movie and a Cap movie, and maybe someday. Yeah. That day is now, and you know, we're 7 months out from releasing it to the world. It's pretty exciting. The cast that we've assembled here, as powerful as any of the characters they're playing, is pretty cool. And the leader, who literally is in the dark editing room as we speak right now, working on the movie for you guys, Joss Whedon.
Joss! As a photograph coach myself, I don't think anyone else could have done this other than Joss Whedon.
Yeah, that's right.
How's that experience been?
Yeah, he's been amazing. We're writing it, directing, he's cutting it now. It's his movie.
Great. So we're gonna talk to the cast for a quick second, and I want to save time so that a lot of questions get asked from you guys, because this is for you guys. So line up, because we're gonna get the questions relatively quickly after it piles up. Yeah, kick those kids out of the way. What abs? You're stronger than they are. Let's start at the end. Chris Evans.
Oh my God.
Hey, is it weird I have like a slight man crush on you? Is that awkward? Amazing. I mean, Captain America was a fantastic movie. You were true. I mean, sincerely fantastic in this movie. So, you know, what this ensemble cast, like, how's it been to work with, you know, these other guys that they've been plotting and seeding as the Avengers?
It's great. It's a lot nicer when you work with people. It's nice to share the load, to be completely honest. Joking. It's been great. You know, it's nerve-wracking going into a project like this because you have so many talented and accomplished people, and you want to make sure you all get along. Because the truth is, this is a movie that could be a franchise, and if you don't get along, it could be tricky making multiple movies together. But you know, everyone always says this when they promote films. We all got along so well. We got along so well. It was fantastic. I couldn't ask for a better situation. I'm blessed.
Yeah. How, just like day to day, like what's for, I know you can't really give away about the movies, but just like typical day, like what's typical day for you like?
Typical day. Well, I guess it depends what we're shooting, you know. It's always nice when you don't. Not that I don't love the suit. I love the suit. But it's nice when you're shooting in a scene where you can just wear normal clothes. You know? There are always chunks of the schedule where you have at least 2 weeks blocked for stunt stuff, you know. It's always like 2 weeks of a big battle. And you have to prepare to time your bathroom break. It's not easy to get in and out of the suit. You just long for a movie week. You just wear shorts and a t-shirt. But it's
Welcome to my world, Chris.
It's hard to complain. It was easy to complain on Captain America because you're the only one doing it and say, man, doesn't my life suck? But then you see these poor guys, you know, it was a lot harder for him, and it was nice to kind of share the misery.
Tom, so as Loki, you know. Oh my God, Tom, you totally have a shot with that girl. You totally have a shot with that girl. I just handed it to you. You know, so Loki, like, you know, we saw you in Thor, we kind of got a sense that, you know, at the end, like, some stuff's going down with this character, like, and now, you know, you're hell-bent on world domination, so how's the experience been like for you with the Avengers, with this whole, you know, different kind of take?
Oh, that's a great question. Loki is not a happy man. And I think anyone who saw Thor would realize that by the end of that film, he's a little confused as to his place in the universe. And you know, it was such a thrill for me that Joss and Kevin and everybody at Marvel thought that, you know, I was all right in the first one, and I might be okay in this one too. And it's thrilling to be. It's thrilling for me to be almost the only bad guy in a group full of the greatest superheroes in the world. And played by some of the greatest actors in the world sitting at this table with me. So yeah, I guess I can't say I ever got a day in jeans and a t-shirt. It was mostly leather and metal. That's how we like it in Asgard. Yeah, the heavier the better. It's no, it was really fun, and you know, my day begins with sort of with getting strapped into Loki's buckles and belts and whistles, and getting the hair on and the helmet, and sort of preparing to make menace.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea that, you know, here's this character as a god, but still when it boils down to it, he's got daddy issues. Like, that's really
hey, listen, man, everybody's got daddy issues. It's part of growing up. Yeah, he's got a few brother issues as well. But,
yeah. Cobie, you tell us about your...
How I Met Your Mother was!
Is this your first con?
This is my first con.
Oh! Not a bad way.
This is like the best way to be introduced to Comic Con.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So tell us what about
What was I wearing?
Your what?
What was I wearing?
Yes, what were you wearing?
Well, you know, it's funny. I feel like I'm the first woman in a superhero movie that I feel had like the easiest costume,
Yeah.
like compared to these guys. I had it pretty good, but I think that was the most interesting thing about taking on this movie was seeing how the costumes were developed. Like they literally took conceptual drawings from the comic books and really just developed some of the most beautiful pieces. And it was really cool just being a part for like each intricate detail. Like they really thought it through.
So more physically demanding than How I Met Your Mother?
I would say so.
I'm so sorry. I'm getting excited. It's only because they love too hard. How was this experience for you, like going from a show and then coming into this insane franchise with these established characters, and like this is this will be the biggest movie next year.
Yeah, it was extremely intimidating. I was probably most excited to work with Joss. And he has been a friend of mine and is still a friend of mine. And it was just, that was one of the most exciting parts of this movie for me. But yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of pinching myself walking around and being here in front of all of you guys and being as thrilled to see how the movie turns out. I mean, it's a dream.
Yeah. And so Clark, for you, I think we've seen you in a total of when you initially signed on, like, oh, I'll pop up a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's going to be largely about me.
I'm not going to say that that never occurred to me, but it was only in my most demented driving to work fantasies to do one line in Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Before they started adding more scenes.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought that the journey would take me to the scenes in Iron Man 2 where they said, oh, tell them you're going to New Mexico. And then saying, why? And they're like, oh, you're in Thor. And then being at the backstage of San Diego Comic-Con 2 years ago and having Joss Whedon come up and introduce himself and say, oh, you're in the Avengers. So this new spoiler scene in the Avengers where Coulson peels back his face and reveals that he's a Romulan princess.
Clark, I don't know if I can get you to do it, but backstage, Clark was singing his version of the Avengers
I'm not singing
scene.
the Avengers theme song. Please. Oh, please, somebody grab a blaster and put me out of my misery. Okay, you have to imagine Trent Reznor. We're writing this backstage as a joke. Okay, you gotta picture like some really like thrashy, like very East Village Avenue D guitars. We are called the Avengers. We're a dysfunctional family. We got muscles are bulky and we never hulky.
Loki and Hulky would be a thing in done.
No, it's muscles so bulky and we have a Hulk.
Oh, bulky, okay, we have a Hulky. Which rhymes with Hulky?
It's on Twitter later.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert, that's the theme song. It'd be funny if that was really the theme song. If only the president of Marvel Studios were here to make that happen. Mark Ruffalo, I'm very excited to see you play Banner because I mean, probably like a lot of you, I read the Ultimates and I feel like a little bit of a different portrayal of Banner than we've seen before, where he's sort of like, oh, he's this brooding soul and the Hulk is ultimately good. But I think in the Ultimates timeline, he's a little more like Hulk is kind of like a raging erection in a weird sort of way. And Banner is a little more insecure and a little bit more like skittish. So how's the role been for you?
I like the raging erection. I'm
sorry, Disney.
It's been it was an amazing journey, and I'm building this Bruce Banner off of some other really great Bruce Banners, starting back with Bill Bixby.
Yep.
And Eric Bana and Ed Norton. Eddie and I joke that this is my generation's Hamlet. We're all going to get a chance at the part. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a more mature Banner who understands a little bit what he had under the hood, so to speak.
Yeah. And so how much did you feel like, well, I sort of have to pay homage a bit to the sort of the canon of the Hulk that's been laid out before, but I kind of have this take on the character? Like, how did you balance those two things?
I had to pay homage, but then I definitely had to ruffleize it.
The damn Hulk done got ruffleized! I think we actually, Kevin, we actually have some never before. Portrayal, or we could just show it to you. I'm not kidding, there are like 15 security ninjas who will decapitate you if they see.
Don't make me angry. It's not tell you this, the timing of this convention is a little, right, it's a little strange. We just debuted a whole trailer to the whole world. Nobody's seen that footage. And now 4 days later, we decided what can we do? So Joss Whedon, being Joss Whedon, said, let's just cut a whole nother piece that no one's ever seen before and bring it to you guys.